Welcome here, Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, coming to you live from Reed Stadium here at Becker Field tonight as the 3-1 Wilmington Wildcats will match up with the 3-1 Seneca Fighting Irish. Boy, we've seen some weird football this year. Last week was no exception. Wilmington goes over to Peatone. We play 3 quarters of football, and then the fourth quarter, everything goes nuts when Connor Dempsey comes in. We saw some weird calls, but as soon as Connor comes in and the offense changes a little bit, Peatone wasn't ready for that, and then boom, Wilmington puts a bunch of scores on the board, and they get out of there with a victory. And now the Wildcats sitting atop of the small division and kind of driving the boat, as it were.
That was such a shock when they brought in Connor Dempsey to be quarterback. How much, not that he came in for quarterback, but it did surprise us. But the difference it made in the running game, because like you were saying during the game, they gave him 4 running backs. It spread that defensive mind out just a little bit, and it seemed like when he would take those breaks, fake the handoff and go the opposite way himself and so forth, it really threw the defense for Peatone off stride. And from there on, Wilmington just marched down the field.
Well, and back here tonight in a game that's going to be hot, literally.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it's gone up to about 93 degrees around here today, and it's still in the mid to upper 80s here tonight, and there's almost no breeze. I feel like, we're in the deep south, like in Mississippi or Arkansas or somewhere for football.
Oh.
That's what our Florida or something.
I remember when I used to live down in Macon, Georgia, it was like this. We had in the fall this kind of weather. And in the summer, it was 105 basically on a daily basis with lots of humidity. It was cooled down to the 90s in the fall, so you had fall football with 80s and 90s. This is much like that.
Well, tonight we have an interesting matchup here, and there's a big matchup going on just down the road that we will talk about here in just a moment. We'll take our first break of the night. When we return, we'll get things rolling with a look at some games around the IA, really just one of a huge deal of importance. Boy. We'll talk about that in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network as Wilmington Wildcats Weekly rolls on, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. One big game in the area tonight, and we will be keeping an eye on this and giving you scoring updates all night long. The 4-0 Coal City Coalers are going to Herscher tonight to take on the 4-0 Herscher Tigers. Herscher has been loaded this year. I think they probably have the edge. Coal City has been winning games, but not quite as impressively. However, two teams at 4-0 meeting up over there. That could be the large division championship tonight.
Man, that would be a great game to witness. I think I would give a little bit of an edge to Herscher. I think they got overall a better record. But boy, it can be a real battle. And are they playing it at Coal City?
I believe they're playing it at Herscher.
At Herscher.
If I have that right,
Okay.
yeah. So a big battle there tonight. We will keep you up to date on that as much as we can. And, of course, all the rest of the games going on around the I-8 as well. But that's the big one. Herscher and Coal City both at 4-0 and basically playing for the I-8 Large Division Conference Championship tonight, more or less. We do have an interview to get to with Coach Jeff Raints. We'll do that here in just a moment. We'll talk about that Piatone game last week and preview this Seneca game here tonight. We'll be back here in just a moment, and we'll get to that interview. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. Welcome back in here at Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Joined once again by the coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raints. And, Coach, you're coming off a crazy win last Friday. You go into the fourth quarter down a couple of scores. You make a change at quarterback in the second half, kind of sparked you a little bit. And all of a sudden, you're off to the races and get a big win over at Piatone.
No, we really did. It was a great game. Piatone's a really good ball club. And, that's, when you play a team that's only 15 miles down the road, everybody knows one another. And for them to be undefeated, for us to go in there and get a win, I mean, that's huge. So real happy for our program, real happy for our kids.
And on all phases of the game, I mean, some of the extra points were a little rough.
Right.
But defense played very well, especially against the run for most of the night. Even though Keaton got kind of swapped out there in the third quarter, there were flashes there
He did
too.
good, yeah.
And they're all across the board. He went to that, putting Connor back there and basically 4 running backs.
Yeah.
And there are flashes all night long at certain things. Now, there's some penalties, some other things that happen, but it was a good night of football, it seemed like.
No, it really was, and we want to give our coaching staff a big pat on the back. Those guys did a great job preparing the kids, and Barry called a great game, and defensively, our coach Farrell and helped me and Barry with our schemes, and Murph, and we went in there confident. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough task, but our kids responded well, particularly being down 20-6 or 21-6. So. It's a big game we can build on. What I don't want to have is a letdown going into this weekend against Seneca. They are 3-1. I know they haven't played the competition that we have, but bottom line is they're coming over here to win, and we need to come and continue the momentum or keep that momentum that we have entrusted with the big win over Piatone.
And the thing you get too, we talked about this a little bit last week. All of these teams, each and every week have you kind of circled on the schedule, and they're ready to play every time. And, when you play Seneca, Reed Custer, Coal City, all of those kind of natural rivalry games that you guys have been playing each other for so long, that takes on a new meaning for the opponent as well. And, even with not playing maybe the stiffest competition, they're ready to come. And for your kids to kind of stay up each and every week, you're right, that's the challenge.
It really is, and Piatone was really ready for us. Last week that was a huge game for them and for us, and so now our kids got to. The one thing I think we taught ourselves against Mantino is emotionally we did not match them, and that showed all night long. And so our kids learned a tough lesson that night, and we talked about it right after the Mantino game. If you're going to have a loss early in the season, let's learn from it. Well, I think we have done that, and so I never like to lose. But if you're losing early and you learn something that make you better, then we'll take it. Well, our kids have to take that into this week. You can't go into a game flat. One thing about football is different than wrestling, basketball, baseball. You got 9 games. So it's not like you got 30 games. So let's make sure that we're where we're supposed to be emotionally and into the game come Friday night.
You know, the I-8, every year, there's just some interesting things that happen as the year goes along. And one of those tonight is Coal City and Herscher.
Yeah.
And a couple of good teams meeting up down there, and a team you're going to see later on in the year. There's some good football being played around the I-8, and there has been for the last few years. And there's a couple of matchups in the coming weeks that are pretty good ones.
I tell you, I think the I-8's as tough as it's ever been. I tell you, with Piatone rising up, I think Lyle's a really good ball club. I think Herscher's really good. I think Coal City's really good. I think Sandwich, with a big win last week against Plano, I think they're starting to get themselves where they want to be too. Braidwood's going to start getting some of their kids back, and whoever makes the playoffs will be well tested. I can tell you that one. And so there's a lot of great football to be played. I think the Herscher Coal City is a great matchup. I think Piatone going to Lyle is another big matchup. And so, let's see what happens coming out of that. But, obviously for us, we're worried about the Seneca Fighting Irish. But you're right. There's some great football being played in the I-8 Conference.
One of the things that we've talked about briefly before doing this interview is the fact that the heat this week, you've had it in the middle 80s and then pushing 90 degrees, and you got to play football tonight, and that the freshmen have to play in that heat to a greater extent. Some worries there. We saw some cramping a little bit last week. Some worries there as far as hydration and all those things go.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we tried to do a better job this week of getting our kids, hey, you got to start drinking water on Wednesday night, not Thursday or the day of the game. That's got to start Wednesday. And so hopefully our kids take to that and get themselves hydrated during the whole week. And but you're right. We just talked about it at Catbackers there tonight, where if it's been hot all summer and then you go into the season like that, that's one thing. Kids are pretty used to it. So, I mean, you got to watch it, but the kids are used to it. It's when it gets cool for 2 to 3 weeks, and then the heat comes back. That's where so you could see us subbing maybe a little bit more just to make sure kids are getting their wind back. We'll be, we do a good job with ATI and Kate on our sideline. She'll let us know if we're starting to get some kids getting woozy or something. And so we'll try to sub kids out and do the best we can, but it'll be the same for both sides. And so hopefully we can manage that correctly.
And speaking of which, injuries going into this week, I know there's been a few things, some on the field, some off the field, that have affected things a little bit. So where do you stand there?
Well, Cam Harbor was in a car wreck last week, so he broke his wrist. I think he's done for the season. We already talked about Sammy Hafner, broke his collarbone against Mantino. And then Brennan Shiree dislocated or had a slight dislocation of his kneecap. That was 2 weeks ago. He's going to be back playing this week. So we're getting some kids back. And the biggest one, I think, is Anders Almberg is going to play his first game. He hasn't played all season. He played for us last year, and so we're hoping that he can give us a little spark too.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. And once again, we'll talk to you in the postgame.
You got it. Thank you, sir.
That's Coach Jeff French joining us here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. One quick break. We'll come back, get tonight's game underway between Seneca and Wilmington. Back in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Welcome back in here at Wilmington. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network as we get set for opening kick tonight here from Wilmington. Matter of fact, down to about 2 minutes to go before our opening kick, and not quite as big a crowd here tonight as there have been in the past, but I think a lot of that has to do with, number one, it's just blazing hot, and number two, Seneca at this point is not the biggest draw for Wilmington outside of the fact that it is a rival that goes back quite a few years. And Piatone, that was a big game last week, trying to keep that excitement going, but it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still a nice crowd, but it's not that, huge crowd that we're normally used to. But I will say this, the motorcycles are still flowing into the end zone, and there's a huge line in them. Of course, why wouldn't there be? It was 90 degrees today. A good day to be out on a motorcycle. So we've got a good dozen or so of them in the end zone. You can hear the ambulance going off in the distance as well as the Cats get ready to come down through the woods, and we'll get this game underway here tonight. Should be interesting, and it should be fast. Seneca will run the football out of the wishbone for the most of the part tonight. Wilmington, of course, out of the double wing. There's not going to be a whole lot of passing in this game tonight, I don't think.
And that probably, I would think, would favor Wilmington because they are very good against the run usually. And here they come.
Here come the Cats. Down through the woods, in through the motorcycles, through the run-through, out at the 30-yard line. And the Cats will take the field in front of some fireworks going off in the distance. We got some smoke on the field as well. And we'll get ready to play some football tonight from Reed Stadium here at Becker Field. As those fireworks will continue off there in the distance.
Well, we're ready to go.
Once again, one of the best entrances in all of high school football. I challenge anybody to come up with a much better one than that. And Wilmington will get set to kick things off back at home again. I will tell you, there's something to be said for you play so many home games that sometimes people are just, for us it's nice, but for everyone else it's like, oh, they're at home again. And
by the way, don't get him wrong. There's still a good crowd.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not a big crowd. I'm talking Wilmington. Wilmington sizes. Yeah. This is not as large as it has been in the past, but for most high schools, they would be thrilled with this.
Most high schools have this kind of crowd. They'd be.
And I'm not saying Wilmington isn't happy either. They're fine with this too. It's just I'm saying in comparison with some other crowds that we've seen, they've
kind of spoiled us.
You know what? I never even got a Wilmington roster out here.
Thank you.
All right, so Seneca's going to get set to receive here. They're going to return right to left as Trey Shaw, the freshman kicker for Wilmington, will key it up at the 40 and go left to right here. By the way, I was talking with Coach Raines. Keaton Hopwood, at least a while ago, Keaton Hopwood was going to be the starter at quarterback again here tonight. And go back with him and kind of work with that a little bit more. He's had a good year. We said last week it's just a change of pace to put Dempsey in there to try to kickstart something. And
they put a different kind of pressure on the defense. And that was really a smart move. But, yeah, there's no reason why you can't go back to your regular starting quarterback. And he's only a sophomore. He needs to get some experience on his belt. He's really good.
So Keenan Ellis back deep for Seneca at his own 10-yard line, and a bunch of smoke still on the field from the fireworks and also from the run-through. And this will bounce at the 15, picked up there by Ellis. Big hole off the left side. 25-30, there's a flag down. More than likely this is coming back. And that taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Brock Bolser on the tackle for Wilmington. Flag at the 29 of Seneca, and we'll see what the first penalty of the night is.
Usually it's an illegal block of some kind or holding in that location.
We'll see here. It is a hold on Seneca. So this will go from the 29, or from the 30 basically, back to the 20-yard line. And the Irish will have it there, 1st and 10.
Seneca will take over at their own 20-yard line.
So shotgun formation here for Seneca, trying something a little bit different. Swing pass to the far side is caught by Cody Altman, and he'll get out across the 20 to near the 24-yard line. As Connor Dempsey will make the tackle for the Cats. Gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6 for Seneca. And we said they'll run the ball a lot here tonight, but as with most Wilmington opponents, try to do something a little bit different to change things up a little bit. Trips receivers to the near side. One to the far. Out of the shotgun is Ken Sankston, 5'9", 145-pound junior at that quarterback position for Seneca. And the handoff is going to go up the middle for a gain of maybe a yard. Nice job inside there by Van Dyne to trip him up. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Seneca from the 25-yard line. Under 11 minutes to go, opening quarter. I believe that last carry was by Mason Dooley out of that running back position next to the quarterback. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far, and timeout to Seneca. Boy, that's a real early timeout. 10:41 to go in the first. No score between Wilmington and Seneca. We'll take a break, come back with the 3rd and 5 in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-91 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for Seneca out of the timeout. As the Irish have it at their own 25-yard line. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Out of the gun as Sankston fires it down the far sideline. That is incomplete. Out near the 50-yard line or so. Lombardi out there on coverage for Wilmington, and it'll bring up a 4th and 5 for Seneca here.
A little surprising, Seneca going to the pass, but they know how tough Wilmington is on the run. Trying to switch it up, I think, a little bit in the beginning. So the coach is trying a few things differently.
All right, so punt upcoming here as this kick, a nice high kick, taken at the 45 of Wilmington. Return back across midfield. This is Rodewald inside the 45, all the way down near the 40, and a good return by Jacob Rodewald for the Wildcats. And Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from the 41 of Seneca. Well, interesting that Wilmington here tonight, see what they do on offense. Of course, they finished last week with Connor Dempsey at quarterback, doing all kinds of things, by the way, running the option and throwing the ball and doing a bunch of different stuff. And we'll see. They put Keaton Hopwood and Connor Dempsey in the huddle together as trying to fool the defense as opposed to just throwing a quarterback out there. And it is Keaton Hopwood. Handoff goes right side to Matteo Lombardi. He'll pick up a yard or so on 1st down. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for Wilmington. They originally spotted the ball at the 40, which was extremely generous, by the way. I don't think Rodewald got anywhere near the 40-yard line on the return, but bring up 2nd down and 9 for Wilmington from the 39 of Seneca. Down under 10 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Again, back to the double wing for the Cats. Keaton Hopwood under center. Lombardi and Dempsey at wing backs. Josh Jones starts the night at fullback. And Hopwood drops back to pass. Fires left side. Has a receiver open. This is Lombardi. He makes a move inside the 35 to the 30. Lombardi inside the 20. Matteo breaks a tackle and into the end zone for a touchdown. Matteo Lombardi, 39-yard touchdown reception from Keaton Hopwood. And Wilmington on the board 6-0 with 9:32 to go in the opening quarter. Was a nice play. Hopwood threw it slightly behind Lombardi, but out there in plenty of time. There was no one out there, so he could just kind of lob it.
Yeah, he had 5 yards near Sky. And then he made that little move. He caught it, turned around, kind of went to the left, and then he broke off to the right and went right past the tacklers.
And Matteo Lombardi has deceptive speed.
Yes.
He is very quick, and all it took was 1 or 2 moves, and he was gone. Good snap by Jones, good hold by Golson, and the kick is good by Trey Shaw. So a 7-0 lead for Wilmington, 9:32 to go opening quarter. Take a break, come back with more Cats football here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
So a 39-yard touchdown pass, Keaton Hopwood to Matteo Lombardi. And Wilmington leads at 7-0 with 9:32 to go opening quarter. Well, and if you're Seneca, if you're going to give Wilmington the football back that quickly, it's going to become a very fast problem.
Yeah, they're gonna have to control the ball some if they want to have a chance in this game.
Shaw's kick taken at the 15, across the 30, and out to the 32-yard line. Decent coverage out there from Wilmington, and Seneca will set up 1st and 10. The Irish tried to go a little bit different. Last time around, went shotgun formation, spread everything out, tried to throw the football a little bit. Exactly the opposite of what Coach Reintz was looking for tonight.
Right.
He thought it was going to be wishbone and 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Well, so far it's been anything but that.
They got 3 wide receivers coming out this way again.
So trips receivers to the near side. One to the far. Out of the gun is Sangston with Mason Dooley to his left. Sangston fires deep down the near sideline. That's incomplete. And nearest person to that was Logan Bruss, and it was a good 10 yards over his head. And even if that was thrown on the money, Connor Dempsey had it covered.
Yeah, that was, I think he must have just thrown it out of bounds just to get rid of it because there was nobody open.
Well, that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The problem with this kind of offense is you're not using any clock.
Yeah, you're using no clock. You're going to turn the ball right back over unless they hit one long one here.
So 2nd and 10 for Seneca. 2 receivers to either side. Pass to the far side, caught by Dooley, and that's blown up at the line of scrimmage. Big old Josh Jones out there for the tackle. And that will be no gain on the pass to Mason Dooley. They'll bring up 3rd. Well, I guess they'll be kind and give him a yard. They'll bring up 3rd down and 9. So 9 minutes and counting here, and 3rd and long for Seneca, and that is not what the Irish want to do here tonight.
Yeah, I didn't see who the man was, but they blitzed the outside linebacker, made him get rid of the ball early.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Seneca. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Out of the gun again is Ken Sangston. Dooley to his left. Sangston pump fakes, now fires deep down the left sideline, and the same pass they tried to do before to Logan Bruss with the same result. About 15 yards over the head of Logan, and again, Keaton Hopwood out there in coverage. Even if that's a good pass, it's not going to get completed, and it'll bring up 4th down and 9.
I wonder why they're trying such long passes.
That's an excellent question. So back deep for Wilmington, they changed things up a little bit. Jacob Rodewald returned the last kick, and now the normal returner for Wilmington, Brock Bolzer, back at his own 45-yard line to try to return this kick. I think really part of it is just trying something different, not just try to run it down the throat, which that hasn't worked in the past. And Bolzer returns it, and he's going to be marked down back at the 47-yard line of Wilmington, where he initially slipped to the ground. 8:44 to go opening quarter. A 7-0 lead for the Wildcats here over Seneca. And that is a good call, by the way. They didn't blow the whistle when they probably should have, but his knee did go to the ground back at the 47.
Yeah,
so.
I saw him slip over there.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from their own 47. Back to the double wing. Keaton Hopwood under center. 5 down linemen for Seneca. Handoff to the far side. Dempsey spins back to the middle. Breaks free inside the 40. Connor Dempsey is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown Wilmington. 53-yard touchdown run for Connor Dempsey. And the Cats lead at 13-0 with 8:34 to go in the opening quarter. Well, there wasn't a whole lot there initially. Kind of ran into a couple of guys, then spun back to the middle, and then was gone.
Yeah, he took it off the left side. He went right behind his blocker, had patience, put his blocker in front of him so they couldn't see him. And then right at the last minute, he did that 360, came off toward the middle of the field, and then turned on the jets and left everybody behind.
So with 8:34 to go in the quarter, Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point here. As the referees try to get two guys underneath the goalpost. Now I think they have it all straightened. And again, Josh Jones to snap. Golson on the hold, and the kick by Shaw. And that is good. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it worked. 14-0 Wilmington, 8:34 to go opening quarter. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
14-0 is the lead for Wilmington, and this has happened very quickly. 8:34 to go in the opening quarter. The first touchdown was a 39-yard touchdown pass from Keaton Hopwood to Matteo Lombardi. The second touchdown was a 53-yard touchdown run from Connor Dempsey off a play that didn't look like it had a whole lot developing. He got a spun back to the middle and then took off. So the kickoff here taken down at the 10-yard line by Owen Barnett. Across the 20 to the 30, and Barnett out near the 33-yard line. We do have a flag down on the far sideline in the neighborhood of some extracurricular activity. It is personal foul against Seneca and personal foul against Wilmington. The good old offsetting penalties that mean nothing, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Seneca. Well, let's see what the Irish try to do here. They went shotgun, tried to spread things out, and that has not gone anywhere. As a matter of fact, it's just allowed Wilmington to score faster. So now Seneca will go to that wishbone formation that we thought we were going to see earlier. Logan Vandenberg, 6'3", 245-pound senior, lined up at fullback. My goodness. Handoff comes off the left side. A ball came out, but I believe it was after Logan Bruss hit the ground, got hammered on the near side as Jones and Imhoff combined the stop. Gain of 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6. So Logan Bruss in that backfield. Logan at 6 feet, 185 pounds. He's a junior. Also in the backfield is Mason Dooley, a 5'10", 185-pound senior. And the fullback, as we just mentioned, is Logan Vandenberg. Logan at 6'3", 245 pounds. And the quarterback, Ken Sankston, a 5'9", 145-pound junior. Again, off the left side it goes. A gain of close to 3 yards on the run by Logan Bruss. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 2 for Seneca. And, you know, quite honestly, if you could do that and get 3 or 4 yards at a time, that seemed like that would have been a fairly good plan of attack.
Looks like they've come back to the regular game plan, and they're better off for it.
Bring up 3rd down and a long 2, close to 3 again. That wishbone set up in the backfield. And the handoff comes left side. Logan fighting for every inch. I don't know if he's going to get it or not. Close anyway. Josh Jones ended up wrapping him up on that tackle, and they're going to go ahead and give Logan a first down off a gain of close to 3. I think that was a rather generous spot.
It was. Very generous.
I mean, I'll give him credit. He worked and he was fighting for every inch he could get, but I don't think he got to the 42.
He was a full yard short of the marker, I think.
Back to the wishbone again. Sankston under center. Handoff goes to the fullback. That gets stacked up and goes nowhere. That's Vandenberg, the 6'3", 245-pound fullback. Connor Dempsey stands him up and makes the tackle. And bring up 2nd down and 10 after no gain. That is a large fullback.
That he is.
Down to 6 minutes to go opening quarter. Wilmington leading at 14-0. Seneca did manage to get a first down on this drive and trying to continue to run the football here a little bit. Sankston fires a pass, and it is intercepted. Got tipped up in the air. Matteo Lombardi up the far sideline, inside the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wilmington. On a 50-yard, well, we'll call it 50, close to 52-yard interception return for a touchdown from Matteo Lombardi off a pass that was too tall for the intended receiver and actually went off an outstretched arm, popped up in the air, right to Matteo Lombardi, and Lombardi rolls into the end zone, and Wilmington now leads it 20-0 with 5:41 to go in the opening quarter. Now once again, Trey Shaw on to attempt an extra point here. Good snap by Jones, good hold by Golson, and the kick is no good. Pushed it wide left this time. So it'll stay 20-0 with 5:41 to go in the first. We'll take a break, come back with more Wilmington Wildcats football in just a moment.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Well, it's been a quick lead for the Wilmington Wildcats. They already lead at 20-0. There's still 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Here's a nice kickoff for Tao out across the 40 to near the 44-yard line. And Seneca with decent field position after the return by Keenan Ellis. So Seneca will get the ball back again. The problem for the Irish has been that Wilmington has scored early and often. 20 points in the first 6 minutes of the game is an awful lot of points.
Well, the Wildcats have scored so quickly, we haven't been able to see what their offense is going to look like.
Back to that wishbone look again. Handoff goes right side, maybe a couple of yards as the back slipped to the ground.
Who was
I
that?
think that was Mason Dooley, but I'm not 100% sure on that, to tell you the truth.
We'll give him 2 yards. It'll be a yard and a half. He lost his footing just as he was going to cut back at the line of scrimmage.
Playing up 2nd down and 8. Handoff comes near side. Getting the corner is Logan Bruss. Nice stiff arm, too. Goes out of bounds inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. And a first down for Seneca, a gain of 10 yards on that run by Logan Bruss. He's been kind of the one bright spot here in this game.
Yeah, he's got a little speed on him. If he gets outside, he can make some hay out there.
By the way, we told you we keep an eye on Herscher and Coal City tonight. We thought that was going to be a good football game, and we are correct. At the end of quarter 1, it's 0-0.
Oh, boy.
Back to the wishbone here from the Wilmington 43. Sankston hands it off to Dooley. Big hole off the right side. Inside the 35-yard line, down near the 32. A gain of 11 yards and a Seneca first down.
Well, I tell you what, they're starting to roll off some yards now.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, if you can pick up 3 yards at a clip, there's no real need to ever pass the football until they say that they can stop you. And for Seneca, for the most part, they've run the ball and picked up 3 or 4 yards every time.
Tell you what, that fullback they've got's a big kid.
1st and 10 for Seneca from the 32. Handoff to Dooley off the right side. That gets blown up. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's a good job by Wilmington's defense reacting to the football and kind of swarming underneath everything.
Get back about the line of scrimmage.
3 or 4 Wildcats there. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Seneca. Big Jake Hill out there anchoring the center of that line. Jake at 6'1", 225 pounds, playing both ways tonight. Boy, you do that on a night like this, you're earning your keep, I do believe.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You're earning your keep.
2nd and 11 for Seneca. 2 receivers to either side. The snap to Logan Bruss, who's going to keep it himself inside the 25, down near the 23. That's a nice run.
Well, that was a good run. Did a little 360 move in the middle of that, and it came out with about 8 yards, almost 9.
So I'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for Seneca after a gain of 8. And this is a little wrinkle that the Irish have now thrown in. They've moved Sankston out of that quarterback position, and Logan Bruss has just taken the snaps directly, which isn't a half bad idea. So trips receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. Bruss out of that shotgun with Cody Altman at his right. The snap goes over the head of Bruss out to the 45. Bruss is going to pick it up, and he is going to get tackled back at the 49. Ball is still loose, and Wilmington has it.
Wildcats recover.
As the snap goes over the head of Logan Bruss, Wilmington with 4 or 5 defenders run him down. The problem for Bruss there is he should have just gotten on top of the football and just went ahead and let him punt it. When he tried to do something with it, there was 5 or 6 Wildcats there, and eventually it just popped free, and now Wilmington with a short field again.
Yeah, their coach will tell him, son, if you get one like that, just fall down top of the ball and take the loss.
Well, and I appreciate the effort, and your coach will too, but sometimes that's what ends up happening, and especially having to run that far back to get it. That's 10 yards or something is one thing, but 20, 25 yards, that's something else. So Hopwood out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side, and we have a penalty flag on the play, and there will be too many men on the field for Seneca. You can't break the huddle with more than 11, and the Irish had 12. So it goes from 1st and 10 to now 1st and 5.
Well, just as the Irish were beginning to move the ball, they had that hike one clear back way over the head of the quarterback and cost them a turnover.
Out of the shotgun, Hopwood looks right side, fires deep down the sideline. It is incomplete. That pass intended for Matteo Lombardi, and a pretty good pass, by the way, from Keaton Hopwood threw that about 30 yards in the air and put it in the only spot where he could, which is to the outside.
Yeah, the defender was in the right position on the inside. Now, if they'd have been in the field by about 3 or 4 yards, he could have stepped over and caught that.
But it is nice, by the way, tonight you can work on some of that. Well, we told you we keep an eye on Herscher and Coal City. The first score of the night goes to the Tigers. They lead it 6-0 over Coal City in the second quarter. As soon as we get any updates on that, we will pass it along to you. Second down and 5 for Wilmington out of the shotgun. Handoff, Josh Jones, big hole. Jones inside the 40, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle inside the 25, carrying defenders all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 yards for Josh Jones, actually making 31 as they move the ball back out. Boy, what a run by Josh. I mean, just broke 2 or 3 tackles, and at the end, he's carrying 2 or 3 bodies with him.
Yeah, he carried the last, 5 yards or so, he carried either 2 or 3 people on his back as he went down, got another 5 yards.
First and 10, Wilmington from the Seneca 16. 2 receivers to the near side. Hopwood out of the shotgun with Jones to his right. Keaton drops back, fires a pass, caught by Dempsey down to the 10, makes a move, and Dempsey fumbled the football. And Seneca will have it at their own 9-yard line. Connor trying to make a move, and somebody punched the ball free, and maybe that'll ignite something for Seneca here. They'll have the ball first and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Really, that's just somebody just getting a good shot on the football is all that is.
Yeah, that happens occasionally. They get a good open shot at that ball when he's trying to shift his weight around and he caught the ball and turned around and was trying to make his way, and he had a couple of guys in front of him. He went to move to, it looked like to the right maybe, but somebody punched the ball out.
So first and 10 for Seneca from their own 9-yard line. Again, back to that wishbone formation. And Sankston back in there. Hands the ball up the middle for a gain of 2, maybe close to 3. And that is the 6'3", 245-pound fullback Logan Vandenberg on the carry. He'll pick up a couple and bring up second down and 8. One thing about it, he is a difficult person to bring down.
That's another guy make you earn your keep.
Second down and 8. Handoff goes to Dooley off the right side. Across the 15 to near the 16-yard line. Picks up about 3 yards. And again, for Seneca, that's all you need to do. You get 3 or 4 yards at a time. Ball control offense. And now Seneca will change out quarterbacks again. Ken Sankston heads, well, maybe not. I thought they were going to bring him out of the game, but they're not going to. It looked like he was changing places with Logan Bruss, but Bruss is just coming in, and Sankston's going to stay in there at quarterback. Third down and 3 for Seneca from their own 17-yard line. Back to that wishbone formation again. Sankston under center. Hands it off left side. This is Logan Bruss out near the 20, and he does have a first down. Picks up about 4, and Seneca will move the chains. Well, the Irish tonight running the football, they've been pretty effective.
Since they've gone back to their bread and butter, their running plays, they've accounted for themselves very well. Only thing that stopped them last time was the snap of the ball that went over the quarterback's head, cost them 15 to 25 yards, and the ball.
First and 10 from the 20 now. Handoff goes to Mason Dooley off the right side. Dooley's going to get about 3 on first down. And a good job by the interior of that Wilmington defense to make a stop. But, you know, this is not flashy. It's not, you know, big-time plays. But if you're Seneca and you can get 3 or 4 yards at a time.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. You're right. And we are going to head to the end of quarter number 1. 20-0 is the lead for Wilmington at the end of 1. Take a break. Come back with the second quarter here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
Beginning of quarter number 2, Wilmington leads it 20-0 over Seneca. The Irish will have it 2nd and 7 from their own 23-yard line. So here we go. Back under center is Sankston with that wishbone formation. Pitch comes near side. And this gets a yard, maybe 2, on the carry from Mason Dooley. And looks like Jacob Rodewald on the stop for Wilmington. They'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for Seneca from their own 25-yard line. Back to the wishbone again here. Sankston up under center. And we've got a timeout to Wilmington. 11:22 to go in the half. 20-0 is the lead for the Wildcats over the Irish. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
$11:22 to go here in our opening half. 20-0 is the lead for Wilmington here over Seneca. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Irish. Back to that wishbone formation with Vandenberg at fullback. Bruss and Dooley at the tailbacks. Handoff goes to Bruss off the left side. He's going to have a 1st down. That's a nice run by Logan Bruss. Picks up about 7 yards and a Seneca 1st down. That has been a really effective running play, by the way, off left tackle with Logan Bruss. They just run it over and over and over, and they're repeatedly getting 3, 4, 5 yards at a time.
The score right now, 20-0, is not indicative of the game that's going on now. Seneca has settled down in the running game, and boy, they are moving the ball.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Irish from their own 32. Again, back to that wishbone formation, and Wilmington jumps off sides. Good hard count by Ken Sankston. Go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5. Well, if you're Seneca, this is the kind of drive you want. Use up a ton of clock, slowly move the ball down the field, and see if you can get some points at the end of it.
That's what I was thinking over here as I was sitting watching. They're accomplishing 2 things. They're moving the ball, and they're keeping the ball out of Wilmington's hands, because Wilmington has shown that they can move down and score quick on them.
By the way, Coal City has come back on Herscher now. It is a 7-6 Coal City lead in the 2nd quarter over there, Herscher.
All right.
Back to the wishbone here. Handoff to the fullback Vandenberg, and it takes about 7 Wildcats to bring him down. After a gain of close to 3, it'll bring up 2nd down and 2. And you tackle that kid, and you've done a night's work. Problem is, though, Vandenberg was limping a little bit before that play, and now he's really limping. And for Seneca's running attack to be effective, he needs to be in there. He's basically like another offensive lineman lining up in the backfield.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's getting a run. When he's not carrying the ball, he's their blocker.
So 2nd down and 2. And back to the wishbone here from the 40-yard line. This is Logan Bruss, and he's going to get close to another 1st down. Made a nice spin move back to the inside. Connor Dempsey in there on the stop, along with Anders Almberg for the Wildcats. Boy, it's nice to say that name again because Anders has not played all year till this game. And Almberg, we were looking forward to seeing here at the beginning of this year. He's finally getting his first action here tonight.
Say, who carried that ball last time?
Logan Bruss. Picked up about 2 yards. This is a rather generous spot once again, but I don't understand why it's taking this long. I mean, if those 1st down markers are right on the far side, this thing is good by a football and a half. Now, if those markers aren't set right, maybe not, but if those markers are set where they're supposed to be, this should be a real easy 1st down. I mean, it really shouldn't even be close. And it is by almost the full length of the football, a 1st down. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Irish from their own 42. This is just what Seneca needed, by the way, and that's using some clock, churning up some yards, keeping the ball out of Wilmington's hands.
I would say if Wilmington can make some adjustments to stop this running attack. Boy, they have not done anything so far with it.
1st and 10 for Seneca from their own 42-yard line. Again, back to that wishbone formation. Sangston under center. Pitch goes to the outside. Logan Bruss. Boy, there's a huge block on the far side by Dooley. I mean, he just blew up a Wildcat defender. And that should be close to another 1st down for Logan Bruss. He'll pick up 7, close to 8. It will be about 8 or bring up 2nd and 2 for Seneca. And now Wilmington will use another timeout. Whatever Seneca's doing now, it's working. 9:19 to go in the half. 20-0 is the lead for Wilmington. We'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
Second down and 2 out of that timeout for Seneca from midfield. Back to the wishbone formation again. Handoff comes right side, and this is going to be close to another 1st down, but not quite.
He shouldn't make this one. He's right in front of us here. He's got to be about a yard short.
Mason Dooley on the carry. He'll pick up about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and a yard for the Irish from the 49 of Wilmington. This has been a very effective drive by Seneca. Last couple of times they've had the ball, they moved it a little bit.
Yeah, their problem hasn't been moving the ball. Since they've started running it, they've moved it consistently.
Well, Vandenberg now out of the lineup and a much smaller fullback in there. Logan Bross off the left side, breaks free inside the 40 down to the 38. Matteo Lombardi finally on the tackle, a gain of 11 yards and a Seneca first down.
Boy, they're just going right through that Wilmington defense. Not getting a lot of larger, but they're getting larger portions now. They're getting 7 yards and 11 yards at a shot.
There's no disguising going on either.
No.
This isn't some sort of option attack. This is just we're running it here.
They're running right down their throat, daring them to stop them.
First down and 10 for Seneca from the 38 of Wilmington. Sankston hands it off to the fullback, and that gets blown up. Josh Jones gets right after it, and no gain on the play for Colt Aldrich, who is the new fullback at 5'8", 160 pounds. That's a little bit different than the 6'3", 245-pound fullback that was in there previously.
Well, they're giving him credit to get back to line of defense. He never got anywhere close to that line of defense, that line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10 for Seneca from the 38 of Wilmington. Again, back to the wishbone formation here. And the pass by Sankston, incomplete. Sailed it over the head of Cody Altman.
That was a good call. He was open. All he had to do was get down where he could reach it.
Well, yeah, the passing game hasn't been overly effective for Seneca. They just can't seem to hit an open receiver. Bring up 3rd and 10. For Wilmington, there's a good chance to get a stop, get your defense off the field, even though a lot of these guys play both ways. But
some reason it's easier to play offense than it is to play defense. Defense, you got to let them bang you to death. And offense, you can take it to them.
So bring up 3rd and 10 here.
They might consider this 4-down territory.
From the Wilmington 38. Sankston drops back to pass, looks near side, fires, caught, and then dropped at the 30-yard line. There was a flag down at the 37-yard line. That was actually a pretty nice pass from Sankston that time.
It was right in his hands. All he had to do was latch onto it. He was rolling out to the right, and his pass receiver went down and out to the right. All he had to do was hit him. He did. Right in the hands. Terrible place.
But it's a hold on Wilmington. So, move this ball downfield. And that will give Seneca a first down off the 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 27.
Now that's what gives a coach gray hair. You finally get them stopped, and you pull a boner.
And this has been a much faster second quarter than it was the first quarter.
That's because Seneca has controlled the ball most of the time.
They've done a nice job.
Yeah, very nice. And the coaches got to be their coaches got to be well pleased with them.
Back to the wishbone formation again. 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 27. Handoff goes to Bruss off the left side. Finally, Wilmington just slams a bunch of bodies in there. Jake Hill in there.
Got about a yard.
Stop. And they'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Finally got him stopped with something reasonable.
To be quite honest, Seneca's pretty big up front. Adam Barla at 6'3", 280. Colton Altman is 5'10", 230.
Wow.
You had that fullback at 245.
That's a lot of bodies they got out there. Big bodies.
Brandon Newkirk at 6'1", 220 on that offensive line. I mean, it's a big line. And another pass attempt, and this gets blown up. That's really nice defense that time by Andrew Gramlich, who just kind of came in, kept Sankston in front of him, and just wrapped him up. As Ken Sankston had no chance. There was nowhere to throw the ball, and there was nowhere to run to. So just kind of all caved in on him a little bit. Bring up 3rd down and close to 13 for Seneca, and this is territory they don't want to be in. Anything longer than 3rd and 5 or so is a problem.
It is.
So Wilmington continues to shuttle in different guys, try to keep this defense somewhat fresh as Landon Flynn checks in. 3rd and 13 off of this wishbone formation, and Sangston's going to use a timeout here. They tried to draw Wilmington off sides, and they weren't biting. So timeout, Seneca. 5:42 to go in the half. Wilmington leads at 20-0. We'll take a break. Back with more Cats football here in just a moment.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's.
3rd down and 13 out of the timeout. And the pass from Sangston, and that is nowhere near anyone. I mean, it was intended for somebody, but it was a good 20 yards downfield from where they were trying to complete it, and they'll bring up 4th and close to 13. Brock Bolzer out there in coverage. I believe Mason Dooley was the intended receiver.
Yeah, he led him by about somewhere between 5 and 10 yards too long.
I mean, he threw the ball up in the end zone when Dooley was out about the 15 or 20-yard line. Dooley was trying to chase it down, but couldn't make up that much different distance.
Yeah, he'd need some jets on his feet to do that.
So trips receivers to the far side, one back to the near. Sangston out of the gun with Dooley to his left on 4th and close to 13. Sangston being chased, sacked back at the 37-yard line. That's Landon Flynn on the sack for Wilmington. Big play for Landon. And Wilmington will take over on downs, back out at their own 38-yard line. That's a nice job by Wilmington defensively. Even after giving up the penalty and a new set of downs, the Wildcats finally get things righted a little bit there on defense, make a stand, and now get the ball back and a chance to add some more points here before the half as the Cats already lead it 20-0. By the way, stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, where they have daily specials each and every day over there in downtown Coal City. Big thank you to Racchetti's for that. We'll have your first half stats and our first check of the Odekirk Allred and Associates IHSA football scoreboard. Pitch back. This is Connor Dempsey across the 45 to midfield and into Seneca territory to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13 yards on that run by Connor.
Well, the only time Wilmington has been stopped is when they fumble the ball. They got that ball punched out of the receiver's hands. Other than that, they've never been stopped by the Irish tonight.
Well, and I don't think it's going to happen again either, barring a turnover. I just don't see enough defensively from Seneca, although the offense has managed to hold on the football for quite a while. Hopwood under center and fakes the pitch to Lombardi, rolls out to the left side, looking downfield. Keaton going to keep it himself and gets maybe a yard or two, and that's it. That's a really nice tackle on the near side by Hunter Grieve. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
That didn't look good from the very beginning. Something wasn't right.
Well, those big boys up front for Wilmington tonight are getting a workout. Blake Geis at 6'3", 250 pounds. Of course, you mentioned Jake Hill at 6'1", 225 up front there tonight for the Cats. Back to the double wing again. Hopwood under center, pitches it back to Dempsey inside the 45. Connor with a wall of blockers in front of him. Breaks free inside the 30. Connor up the sideline into the end zone for the touchdown. 26-0, the lead for Wilmington. 48-yard touchdown run for Connor Dempsey with 4:12 to go in the opening half. By the way, also on the offensive line, Jesse Cox at 6'1", 180 pounds. Anders Almberg in there tonight at a tight end position. First game action for him at 6'3", 183. As the Cats get set to attempt an extra point here. Trey Shaw on to do that. Again, Jones will snap, Golson will hold. And we'll see how this extra point goes. It's been an interesting adventure this year. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick looks pretty good too.
All right.
Trey Shaw gets the kick to go straight through the uprights, and Wilmington leads it 27-0 with 4:12 to go in the half. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website, o-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
So Wilmington will tee it up at their own 40, kicking off right to left here as Trey Shaw will get set to do that. That's Keenan Ellis back deep for Seneca. Boy, this has been a warm night of football.
So far, the Wildcats are control. Their drives are averaging 29 seconds.
That's a pretty quick average.
That's the average from the time they get the ball to the time they get their touchdown.
Trey Shaw's kick shorter this time, taken by Logan Bruss at the 15, out across the 30.
There he goes.
And gets shoved ahead out near the 43-yard line. And again, nice run by Logan Bruss.
That young man can run the ball.
Again, 1st and 10 for Seneca from their own 42-yard line or so. Also on the defensive line for Wilmington here tonight is Andrew Gramlich. We called his name a couple of times tonight. William Van Dyne out there. As wishbone formation, handoff left side, Bruss. That doesn't go anywhere that time around. Good pursuit on the far side. I believe that's Josh Jones again. It might be Bolzer out there actually on the tackle for Wilmington. Golson out there in the moment. Rodewald is 2. Keaton Hopwood out there.
Somebody broke the line of blockers and got his hand on his foot down there and slowed him up. And then the next guy took him down.
And, of course, Grant Imhoff out there defensively, too, for the Cats. 2nd down and 9 for Seneca. Back to the wishbone here from their own 44-yard line. Handoff goes right side. That's a real nice job. The ball pops free, and we'll see who ended up getting back on top of it. It's shot forward about 5 yards, and it will be Seneca football, and it was a huge bonus for the Irish because that ball was fumbled about 5 yards forward.
He got 5 yards on the fumble.
I was about to say that's a really nice play by the left side of that Wilmington defense. A combination of a couple of players out there in Andrew Gramlich and Josh Jones to combine to kind of turn that play back up the middle, and then all of a sudden the ball pops free, and oh, look, there's a gain of 5.
Was it Bruss that was running the ball, or was it?
I think it was Dooley.
Dooley.
Down to 2:30 to go in the half. 27-0 lead for Wilmington. Handoff goes the left side. Logan Bruss trying to get the corner. Oh, almost did. He got tripped up at the last second. If he would have made that corner, he might have been running for a while. Picks up a couple. Bring up 4th down and 2 for Seneca. And, of course, there really is no other option here other than go for it. You get the ball back to Wilmington, they're more than likely going to score anyway. The only time they haven't scored tonight was on a fumble.
Yeah, somebody punched the ball out of the receiver's hand. Did a nice job, defensive job, of punching that ball right out.
Well, Seneca's going to use a timeout here and talk it over. 1:53 to go in the half. 27-0 is the lead for Wilmington. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Fourth down and 2 here for Seneca from the Wilmington 49-yard line. And Seneca trying to come up with something here with a spread formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Shotgun formation. 4th down and 2 from the 40 line. Logan Bruss takes the direct snap, and he's going to have a first down easily, too. Matter of fact, he's going to pick up a good 7 yards for Seneca and a first down for the Irish. Boy, that ended up being way too easy.
Nobody laid a hand on him for 5 yards.
Trips receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. And again, shotgun formation for Seneca. 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 41. Snap back to Logan Bruss again. Fires down the left sideline. It is incomplete and really good coverage out there by Brock Bolzer. Pass was intended for Keenan Ellis down around the 10. I'll tell you something. I think Logan Bruss would be my quarterback, I do believe.
Yeah.
He can run the football, and that was a really nice pass.
That nice touch on it. Just bounced off the guy's fingertips.
Of course, probably the only reason he isn't is because they've been using him at the running back position, trying to get something extra there. But trips receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Again, Bruss out of the shotgun formation. 2nd down and 10 from the Wilmington 41. Snap back. Bruss keeping it himself. And I'm telling you, that kid, he fights for every yard.
He certainly
And he just
does.
keeps going. I mean, you want to talk about motivated to run the football. A gain of close to 6. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
If I needed a couple yards, I wouldn't mind having that guy running for me.
I will tell you this. If everyone on that field played with that kind of determination and hustle.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to stop him.
Right. I mean, it's trips receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Bruss out of the shotgun again. 3rd down and 4 from the Wilmington 35. Snap back to Bruss. A low snap. He's going to fire down the middle of the field. It is tipped incomplete. My goodness, that was almost a touchdown for Mason Dooley. Good double coverage back there by Rodewald and Connor Dempsey. That was a beautiful pass, but just good coverage from Wilmington to knock it away at the last second, or else that would have been 6.
All right, that was a nice pass. That's 2 passes in a row. It's been pretty much on the money.
Bring up 4th down and 4 for Seneca from the Wilmington 35 with 36 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, they know that they can't, not enough clock to run it in the end zone on running plays, so they're trying to get it in there before the halftime. Down to 36.8 seconds and 4th down.
Trips receivers to the near side. Snap back to Brust, keeping himself. Wilmington read it, and he still gets the first down. My goodness. Went to the tackle of Grant Imhoff, broke 2 or 3 more tackles, picks up 5 yards, and a Seneca first down.
He should have been stopped for no gain. But
Tony,
he refused to go down.
I like watching this kid. Boy, if you're looking for reasons to watch Seneca football, you can start with number 11.
He's a one-man
That would be
football team.
Friday night appointment viewing, I do believe, going out and watching him play. And we've got a timeout to Wilmington. That's their 3rd timeout of the half, and with 15 seconds left, the Cats use a timeout. Well, be sure to stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, where they have daily specials each and every day over there in downtown Coal City. Big thank you to Ricchetti's for sponsoring our halftime show. We will have your first half stats, get you set for the second half, and we also will have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. Just a quick preview of that scoreboard, by the way. Herscher back in front of Coal City at 12-7. It was 6-0 Herscher, 7-6 Coal City. Now 12-7 Herscher. Boy, that's a whale of a game going on down there. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Logan Bruss out of the shotgun again with one running back to his left. 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 30, but we're under 15 seconds to go in the half. Bruss fires over the middle, caught down inside the Wilmington 10 to the 8-yard line. And Seneca trying to come up with something to get a playoff here. Neither team has a timeout. There's 9 seconds to go in the half. Trips receivers over to the near side, one to the far, and Bruss will take the snap. Clock rolls down to 7 seconds left. Logan drops back to pass, fires over the middle, caught, touchdown Seneca. Bruss fires a pass to Owen Barnett, and the Irish are on the board, 27-6. with 1.3 seconds to go in the half. Holy smokes. And now that's an offense.
We never gave him yards for either time, nor who caught it either time. Boy, that was covering yards.
Well, that was about a 10-yard pass or so for the touchdown. Boy, for Seneca, you're thinking, where's this been? 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. The Irish going to go for 2 here. And that gives Seneca a little bit of momentum going into the second half.
Gives them a lot of momentum.
And now Bruss trying to float one into the end zone, incomplete, trying to make something happen there, going for 2. And with 1 second left in the half, Wilmington will get the ball back, leading 27-6. I'm going to tell you, that's just some good football there from Logan Bruss and the Seneca Irish. And I'm telling you what, that kid can put the ball in the money.
Yeah, he can throw the ball. And they're going to have to put pressure on him or he's going to kill him. That guy can put the ball on the mark. And he had 2 more completed if they'd hung on to the ball.
So 27-6. See what happens here, as really the kickoff is going to be the last play of the half, provided it doesn't go out of bounds or something. So this ball teed up at the 40, going left to right here. The approach here by Dooley, kind of bounces it up the middle. Big bounce at the 34. And this will get returned out near the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the half. 27-6 is the lead for Wilmington over Seneca as we reach the half. And our halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. Ricchetti's over there in Coal City has specials each and every day of the week. Be sure to stop by there and tell them thank you for sponsoring Wilmington Wildcats halftime show. And we will get to that in just a moment. We'll have your first half scoring totals. We'll also have a first full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates here in just a few minutes. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Welcome back in here at Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Joined once again by the coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raintz. And Coach, you're coming off a crazy win last Friday. You go into the fourth quarter down a couple of scores. You make a change at quarterback in the second half, kind of sparked you a little bit, and all of a sudden you're off to the races and get a big win over at Piatone.
No, we really did. It was a great game. Piatone's a really good ball club, and that's when you play a team that's only 15 miles down the road, everybody knows one another, and for them to be undefeated, for us to go in there and get a win, I mean that's huge. So, real happy for our program, real happy for our kids.
And on all phases of the game, I mean, some of the extra points were a little rough,
right,
but defense played very well, especially.
Sorry about that. You're probably wondering why that's rolling through everything here. I apologize for that. We accidentally played the wrong thing, and I didn't pay attention to it. I took my headphones off, but we'll roll through some more ads. We'll be back here in just a moment with more of the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show, and we'll get to your first half stats next here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Heroin. I am Matt Baskerville. As a funeral director in Will County, I can tell you firsthand that I have seen results of heroin overdose.
Plainfield Shorewood, 4 dead. Lockport, 5 dead. I am Reagan Freitag. As Wilmington's local prosecutor and Will County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
Back here at Reentz Stadium at Becker Field, 27-6 is the lead for Wilmington over Seneca here on the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show. Be sure to stop by Ricchetti's each and every day for their weekday specials. And make sure to tell them thank you for sponsoring football here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. All right, your first half scoring totals. First of all, for the Seneca Fighting Irish, rushing the football, Ken Stankston, 2 rushing attempts for -8 yards. Logan Bruss had a nice first half. 15 carries for 78 yards. Keenan Ellis, 1 carry for 4 yards. Mason Dooley, 29 yards on 9 carries. And Logan Vandenberg with 3 carries for 10 yards. 34 rushing attempts, 113 yards of offense for Seneca in the first half on the ground. Through the air, Ken Sangston was, well, I guess let's just put all these together because I can't determine who did what here, but 4 for 12 between Ken Sangston and Logan Bruss, although Logan completed at least 2 or 3 of those toward the end of the half. 34 yards and a touchdown. Mason Dooley, 1 reception for 1 yard. Cody Altman with 1 reception for 3 yards. And Owen Barnett, 2 receptions for 30 yards and a touchdown. And there was also an interception thrown by Ken Sangston in that first half as well. So a touchdown and interception. On the ground, through the air, all that together, Seneca with 147 yards of offense in the first half. For Wilmington, rushing the football, Keaton Hopwood, 1 rush for 2 yards. Connor Dempsey ran the ball 3 times for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Jones, 1 carry for 31 yards. Matteo Lombardi with 1 carry for 1 yard. Wilmington on the ground, 6 rushing attempts, 148 yards, and 2 scores. The Wildcats through the air. Keaton Hopwood, 2 of 3 for 39 yards and one touchdown. As Connor Dempsey, 1 reception for 0 yards. Matteo Lombardi caught 1 pass for 39 yards, which also happened to be a touchdown. And Matteo Lombardi had a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. So Wilmington, total offense in the first half, 187 yards. They outgained Seneca 187 to 147 in that first half of play. And Wilmington leads it 27-6 as we get set for the second half. In just a few moments, we'll take a full chunk of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. We'll do that here in just a few moments, and then we'll get you set for the second half as well. We're back with more from Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's.
And a big thank you to Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria for sponsoring our halftime show each and every week. As we get to our check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates for all your law needs. You see their office in Joliet and their new office in Wilmington as well for Odekirk Allred and Associates. Let's start in the Interstate 8, shall we? And the game of the night, Herscher leads Coal City 12-7 in a game that's gone back and forth. Herscher led that game 6-0. Coal City then led 7-6, and now it's 12-7 with Herscher back on top. So that's the battle of the I-8 large here tonight. Some other scores and some interesting ones. Piatone and Lisle, we thought that would be a relatively good game this week. Piatone leads Lisle 14-0 early on in that one. Manteno and Plano are scoreless. And in an interesting score tonight, Reed Custer leads Westmont 15-0.
Oh, how about that?
So the Comets finally getting some points on the board, and they lead Westmont here by a couple of scores. Streeter 7, Sandwich 6, and another game that we thought would be kind of interesting. And that's all the I-8 scores we have. Some other area scores you might be interested in. Morris leads Yorkville 7-0. The Redskins trying to go to 5-0 on the year as they started off on fire to begin the year. Other scores from around the area: Joliet Catholic 7, Marion Central Catholic 0. Minooka leads Plainfield Central 7-0. Lincoln Way Central over Lincoln Way East 14-0. Homewood Flossmoor 7, Lincoln Way West 7. Joliet West 21-0 over Plainfield East. Providence leads, I think that's Brookfield, or it might be Brother Rice actually, 10-0. Andrew 7, Lockport 0. Bradley and Bolingbrook are tied at 14. Oswego 30, Romeoville 9. And now Streeter leads Sandwich 14-6. So the Bulldogs up on Sandwich here early. Now, let's move to the second page of this IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. And the full slate of scores continues. Wheaton North 7, Lake Park 3. It's Lake Zurich 7-0 over Warren. Nazareth leads Bennett Academy. Oh, actually, they're tied now, 7-7. Glenbar North 6, Naperville North 0. Waubonsie Valley 7-6 over Matea Valley. It's Naperville Central 14, Wheaton Warrenville South 10. Willowbrook 21, Hinsdale South 14. Downers Grove South leads Addison Trail. That now 14-0. Glenbard West 21, Downers Grove North 7. Hinsdale Central over York. That's 7-0. Riverside Brookfield and Wheaton Academy tied at 6. It's Glenbard South 17, Fenton 0. Immaculate Conception, in another game that people might be interested in, leads St. Edwards 29-7.
Oh my.
Marist 21, Marion Central 6. St. Rita and Mount Carmel tied up at 7. Bishop McNamara 14-0 over Leo. Hillcrest 6-0 over Tinley Park. And Watseka leads Dwight 20-0. That's Watseka up by 3 scores on Dwight. Let me switch back over here to the I-8 scoreboard one more time for one more check of the scores. Piatone 14-0 over Lisle. Manteno and Plano 0-0. Reed Custer, by the way, leads Westmont 15-0. Herscher 12, Coal City 7. And Streeter leads Sandwich 14-6. And Morris, outside of the I-8, leads Yorkville 7-0. That's the full check of the IHSA football scoreboard. as we get set for the second half here tonight from Becker Field and Ring Stadium. And the first half, for the most part, dominated by Wilmington until
the second half, the second quarter.
And really until Logan Bruss just kind of took over at quarterback.
Yeah.
And then things kind of got a little bit interesting. So we'll see how the second half goes. You know, it looked like it was going to be one of those 50-0 games in the third quarter or whatever. But give Seneca some credit here. They've changed a couple of things, and they found something that works. So we'll see if they can close the gap in the second half.
It kind of reminds me of Wilmington last week when they took their running back and put him in as quarterback, and all at once everything fell into place, and they started moving the ball. This same thing is done here. They've taken the young man, put him in a quarterback, and let him run that. And he passes the ball well as well. Like you said, I don't know. I just had to put him in a quarterback and let him have the ball.
Well, 27-6 is the lead for Wilmington over Seneca. Just a couple of minutes away from the start of our second half. Big thank you to Ricetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in Coal City for sponsoring our halftime show here tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your second half kickoff in just a couple of minutes. As the Cats lead it by a few scores, we're back in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
27-6, Wilmington leads it as we get started here in the second half. Seneca will be kicking off left to right. And the Cats will send Rodewald back deep, along with Brock Bolzer. By the way, Wilmington will be home again next week. I believe it's homecoming.
Is that going to be Lyle?
I think so. My brain just
that could be
stopped working here at some point. Something fell off of that thing. So we'll start up the second half here as Mason Dooley will approach and tries what's effectively an onside kick, and that's a really nice play. I think
boy, that was almost successful.
Was Anthony Romano who covered it up, and he had to make a kind of a spin back to the inside and cover up a really high kick to guard against that.
Thing came down right in the middle of a bunch of guys bouncing around. It was hard to get a hold of it, and Seneca was right there.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington at their own 40-yard line. Back to the double wing here for the Cats. And again, Hopwood under center. Pitch back to Lombardi across the 40, 45, 50, and down to the 49-yard line of Seneca. A gain of 11 and a Wilmington first down.
Well, things seem to continue the same as the first half. They can't stop Wilmington at all. And Wilmington now is having trouble stopping them.
1st and 10 for the Cats from the 49-yard line of Seneca. Back to a double wing with Dempsey and Lombardi at wingbacks. Josh Jones at fullback. Pitch back to Dempsey. Inside the 50, inside the 45. Cuts it back. Inside
nice
the
cut.
40. Dempsey up the sideline. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Wilmington. 49-yard touchdown run by Connor Dempsey. And that was a ridiculous cutback. Just right in the middle of the field. Went left to right and then was gone.
It was just absolutely beautiful. He had a guy who was going to cut him off. He just did a quick turn to the right behind him, and off he went.
33-6, pending the extra point. That might have actually lowered the total drive amount. It's been, an average of like 29 seconds tonight?
Yes.
I don't think that was a whole lot longer than that. Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point. Good snap by Jones, good hold by Golson. And the kick is good by Shaw, making it 34-6. Wilmington with 11:19 to go in the third. And they'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG-tech.com.
34-6 is the lead for Wilmington. 11:19 to go in the third quarter. As looks like Mason Dooley back in his own 10-yard line. Trey Shaw will get set to kick it off here. Actually, I think it might be Keenan Ellis back deep now for Seneca. This kick taken down to Ellis. And the problem was the up back stood right in front of him and then moved out of his way at the last second. And Ellis gets dropped back inside the 20. Cody Altman stood right in front of him as the ball was coming to him. It looked like he was going to catch the ball, and then Altman just took off. And left standing there was Keenan Ellis trying to catch the football. And I'm sure he was telling him he had the ball, but a little bit difficult to see around him. Keenan is 5'9", and Cody Altman is 6'2". When he's standing right in front of him, it's a little bit difficult. He's telling them to move out of the way, and he finally does, and all of a sudden, oh, look, there's the football.
Well, I tell you what, that left him hanging out to dry.
And probably it wasn't necessarily Cody's fault either. He's just back there and then did move out of the way for him, but it's just one of those plays that didn't really work out for Seneca. Off the snap, this is Altman. He fumbles the football, and Wilmington's got it. If they say it's a fumble, I think they're going to say he was down, and I don't think that's a bad call. It looked like he might have been down. It was close anyway. Bringing up 2nd and 7 after a gain of 3 by Cody Altman. It was at least close.
Yeah, it was very close. It was hard to tell from up here.
This officiating crew, for the most part tonight, has done a pretty nice job.
Yeah, they have.
Outside of a few spots here and there, but other than that, it hasn't been bad.
I say they've earned their money.
Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Out of the gun now is Bross. He fires. It goes through the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Trying to hit Owen Barnett. And it will now bring up 3rd and 7 for Seneca. That ball had some steam on it, by the way. I think like it was shot out of a cannon.
And the Wilmington defender hit him right in the square of the back as the ball got there. And there was no way he could catch it.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Seneca from their own 19-yard line or so. Again, trips receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Bross out of the gun with a back to his left, and the play clock runs down, and it'll be delay of game. Well, that is not what Seneca needed. Goes from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12. So one receiver to the far side, trips back to the near. Out of the shotgun again is Bross with Altman to his left. Logan takes the snap. Looks right side, fires it deep down the sideline as a receiver. Incomplete. That is beautiful coverage by Matteo Lombardi. That was a great pass by Bross, too. Hit Mason Dooley in the hands out at the 40, and Lombardi just spot on with that coverage to hit him and knock the ball away.
Yeah, just as he was getting the ball, he hit him, and Lombardi caused him to drop the ball and preserve the play for Wilmington. Nice pass. A little high in the air. Took a little time to get there.
A little bit. Put it where it needed to be, though.
Yeah, the defender had time to get back again.
That was a really nice play by Matteo. Here's the kick. A line drive punt taken at the 40. Inside the 35. Bolzer to the 30. 25. Brock breaks a tackle down to the 20 and to the 18-yard line. And Wilmington will have a very short field. Here up 34-6 with 10:04 to go in the third. Well, as fast as these scoring drives have been, it doesn't really matter if they get the ball at their own 20 or Seneca's 20, or it seems like they score in 2 or 3 plays anyway. So 34-6 is the lead for Wilmington. 10:04 to go in the third.
Clock's down to 11 seconds.
Back to the double wing again. Hopwood back under center. Pitch back to Lombardi inside the 20, 15. Matteo breaks a tackle, carries a defender all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. And Wilmington leads it 40-6. Boy, a little bit of speed, but a little bit of power there, too, from Matteo Lombardi to just carry a defender with him for about 5 yards. And in one play, Wilmington goes 18 yards for a touchdown. We're talking about lightning quick scoring drives tonight.
And that was 6 seconds.
Good grief. Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point. Snap a little bit high, but a good hold by Golson. And the kick by Shaw is good. 41-6 is the lead for Wilmington. 9:58 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break, come back with more Wilmington football in just a moment.
Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
41-6 is the lead for Wilmington. 9:58 to go in the third quarter as Wilmington will get set to kick it off here right to left. Back deep for Seneca at their own 15-yard line is Owen Barnett along with Keenan Ellis.
Well, So far this half, Wilmington has averaged 26 yards a carry for the football. The only reason they don't have more is because they ran into touchdowns.
So Trey Shaw will approach here. And the squib kick takes a huge bounce down to the 30. 35, 40, out to the 45 goes the return. And Seneca will start there, 1st and 10. So Seneca will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45, 9:53 to go in the 3rd.
What happened to the running game? They didn't come out the second half. They didn't run it.
No, not very much.
A little bit they did, but they went back to passing again.
2 receivers to either side. Out of the shotgun is Bruss, going to take it himself.
Oh.
And this time gets hit, although he still manages to get out of the hands of Josh Jones and picks up 2 yards. Logan Bruss, a 6', 185-pound junior. Imagine that, he's got another year yet.
Tell you what, the way that kid runs, somebody from one of the colleges is going to be looking at him.
Just so powerful.
Yeah, and he's not overly big.
Determination.
Boy, he's got power and speed both.
2nd down and 8. Bruss out of the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it deep down the left sideline. It is intercepted by Brock Bolzer at the 20-yard line. That is unbelievable by Brock Bolzer. Timed his jump, went straight up in the air, picked off that pass, and that was a pretty good-looking pass intended for Owen Barnett. That's now the 2nd nice interception for Brock Bolzer in the last couple of weeks. That's impressive right there.
Yeah, that was impressive.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from their own 22-yard line. And if Wilmington scores in a hurry again, you will see a running clock relatively shortly. First and 10 from the 22, double wing again. This time Keaton Hopwood to keep it. Out across the 25 to near the 29-yard line. And we'll pick up about 7 yards, bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 for the Wildcats.
That's only the 2nd time tonight Keaton's carried the ball himself. Had a total of 9 yards to 4.5 yards to carry.
Bring up 2nd and 3. Again, back to the double wing. Pitch back outside the 30. This is Brock Bolzer across the 35 to the 38-yard line. So Brock getting a carry out of that wingback position. He'll pick up 9 yards in a Wilmington 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Wildcats 38.
Yeah, we haven't seen him carry the ball much tonight. He also can carry the pigskin.
Well, and you're already seeing Wilmington putting in some second stringers. Connor Dempsey at least taking a breather, if not done for the night at that wingback position. Josh Jones also out of the game at fullback. And especially on a night like tonight, no sense taking any extra chances. This pitch back to Rodewald. Jacob across the 45, out near the 4. Second down yard here for Wilmington. Handoff off the right side. And Keaton Hopwood will pick up close to 7 and a Wilmington 1st down. So that clock rolls down to 6:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That's what the Wildcats, I like to now just use up more and more clock. Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 43. Pitch back inside the 40-yard line, down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Bolzer will pick up another 9, close to 10. And a gain of 10 yards and a Wilmington first down.
Boy, they're moving steadily down the field. They aren't breaking it to go all the way for end zone, but right now they like to use that clock.
Well, and if you're Wilmington, you put the ball in the end zone now, and the clock will run, and that'll be it. I mean, you could just run some plays, and the game will be over. 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 33-yard line of Seneca. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Back to the double wing again. Pitch back to Rodewald inside the 30, and we got a flag down.
Oh, yeah, holding.
So a hold on Wilmington. By the way, Sam Chapman in there at fullback now for the Cats.
He did some nice running the other night. If I remember correctly, he was the little guy, wasn't he? The short guy.
Yeah, he's about 5'4".
Boy, he can run the ball. That guy he can play football. Just put the ball in his hands and we'll get out of his way.
So Wilmington will have it 1st and 22 from the 45 of Seneca.
You know what year Chapman is?
He is a junior.
Is he? Oh.
So back to that double wing again. Hopwood under center, pitches the ball near side, and that's going to go nowhere. Matter of fact, a loss.
Play.
Back out to the 49-yard line is Landon Flynn on the carry, and the stop made by Hunter Grieve. Bring up 2nd down and 25 or so.
Yeah, you lose about 4 yards. Okay. All right. See what the Wildcats will start marching backwards here.
And this will turn ahead for a yard or two. And that will bring up 3rd down and 24. And now the Cats let the clock run, and then they'll probably punt the ball away here.
You think they'll punt away on 3rd down?
Oh, I thought it was 4th. I thought the penalty. I mean, 3rd down and 24. Down to 4:25 to go here in the third quarter. Pitch comes back near side, trying to get the corner as Flynn inside the 40, down inside the 35-yard line to the 34. Good chunk of yardage there. A gain of about 14 yards or so to bring up 4th down and 11 or 12.
And somebody said go for it. Somebody says, yep, by 40, man. Kick the ball away.
Yeah, go ahead and kick the ball. So
Coach Rentz is really good at this. He doesn't try to rub it in people's face. He gives a chance for the guys to get experience on both sides.
So good snap, and the kick here by Imhoff, and it's going to bounce at the 5, and will be downed inside the 1-yard line. Boy, that's a nice play by Bolzer again to get down there and down it. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Seneca from their 1-yard line with 3:19 to go in the third.
Okay.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Seneca from the 1. 3:19 to go in the third. I mean, the only real thing here for Wilmington is if we get another score, the clock would roll and it would make this game much shorter. And being that it's, I don't know, still what, 82, 83 degrees out here?
Yes.
Anything that would shorten this game at this point,
I think both teams
well
will appreciate it.
Matter of fact, I have no idea why this is taking so long for them to spot the ball or do whatever it is that they're doing down there. I mean, it's...
Somebody call a timeout or something?
I don't know. It certainly seems like it because it's taken forever to get...
Both teams are huddled with their coaches on the sideline.
By the way, it is still 82 degrees and it's 9 o'clock.
Wow. It is warm.
Not only that, there is no breeze. I mean, literally none. The flag is dead still.
You're right, it is. Wow.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Seneca from their own 1-yard line. 3:19 to go in the third, and Wilmington leading at 41-6. Back to the wishbone again. Looks like there might be a fumble, but I think maybe Seneca back on top of it. They are. So a gain of a couple there on first down. Bring up 2nd down and 8 from the Seneca 3. Again. Now set up in that backfield. Pass near side incomplete. And pass out of the hands of Ken Sankston. Missed the receiver just a little bit. In fact, threw it a little bit too quick before Cody Altman could even get out of his route. Now bring up 3rd down and 8. Of course, was under a little bit of pressure too.
Kind of surprised they pass it from that deep in their own territory.
Bring up 3rd down and 8 for Seneca here out of that wishbone backfield. Hand off left side. That's not going to go anywhere. Good job by Wilmington defensively getting to the football. And Logan Bruss on the carry will pick up maybe a yard if you want to be really generous. And they'll bring up 4th down and 7 for Seneca, and they'll be forced to punt. And Wilmington will get this ball back with a short field. So Brock Bolzer back at the Seneca 35-yard line as the Irish are going to have to punt from their own back of their end zone. Boy, that's a beautiful kick. High kick down to the 35. Bolzer fumbled the football, but does manage to get back on top of it at the Seneca 29. Coaching staff for Wilmington telling him, hey, it's okay to call for a fair catch if you need to. As the Wildcats will go back to their offensive game plan here. 1st and 10 from the 29 of Seneca with 2:01 left to go in the third. Keaton Hopwood staying in there tonight. Getting a few more reps at quarterback.
Who is Wilmington's backup quarterback? Would that be Dempsey?
Well, I think John Golson actually is the backup.
That's
I
right.
think Dempsey is the other one, but pitch comes right side. This is a nice run. Cutting it back up the left sideline is Steve Bisgrove, and Bisgrove's going to go for a touchdown. Steve Bisgrove, 29-yard touchdown run, and a nice one at that. It started off the right side of the line. Steve cut it back, went up the left sideline, and just went right into the end zone.
He made that nice little cut to the left there that just really fooled the entire defense. Turned on the Jets and outran them to the end zone.
So Steve Bisgrove on the touchdown carry. 47-6 is the lead for Wilmington now. As Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point. For the most part tonight, this has been pretty good too. Good snap, good hold. The kick by Shaw, oh boy.
Ooh.
That's wide left. And no good. 47-6 is the lead for Wilmington over Seneca. 1:53 to go in the third. We'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
47-6 is the lead for Wilmington. 1:53 to go in the third quarter. Cats will get set to kick it off here. Boy, it's been a relatively long night. It's hot, it's humid, and it's just one of those games I think both sidelines will be happy when it's over.
Yes, they will be.
Approach here. Boy, that's a beautiful kick by
Nice.
Trey Shaw.
Almost about 5-yard line.
And this returned out across the 20, 25, 30, out to the 40-yard line. And Seneca will get decent field position to start this drive. As now the clock continues to roll since it's over 40 points.
Where are they going to be at here? Let's see. 43, 42.
Looks like the 42-yard line. First and 10 for Seneca.
Here they go.
Again, back to that wishbone offense with Sangston under center. Handoff goes to Bruss off that left side. And we'll pick up 2, maybe 3. Seneca will probably get one more playoff here before the end of the third quarter. As Wilmington continues to shuttle people in and out.
Yeah, Bruss has got 84 yards for the night. If he breaks one loose anywhere, he could be over that 100-yard mark.
So back to the wishbone again. Handoff goes to the fullback, who might end up getting a first down out of this whole deal. Picks up about 7 yards on that run. And it is a first down for Colt Aldrich. Well, that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Wilmington leads at 47-6 over Seneca. Take a break, come back with their fourth quarter in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
First and 10 for Seneca from the Wilmington 30 or 48. Handoff goes far side. There's a nice run inside the 45-yard line, down near the 41. might have been Dooley on that carry.
Yeah, I think it was.
Gain of 7 will bring up 2nd down and 3. Back to the wishbone formation for Seneca again. Sangsten under center. Again, hands it off to the fullback.
Play.
And that gets blown up almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 57.
And
Flynn.
looked like it might have been Flynn and Devin Hicks combining on that stop. Actually, it's not Hicks. I think it's 56. That's possible. Well, I don't have a 56 in here, so.
Was it Dooley again running?
That was the fullback, Colt Aldridge. So back to the wishbone again. 3rd down and 2 for Seneca. Handoff to Dooley off the right side. He's going to have a 1st down and more. Dooley getting up the sidelines, down inside the 10-yard line. And we have a flag way back up the field, out at the 40-yard line or 37-yard line. And I'm talking way after the play was over, and a personal foul on Seneca. And I mean way after the play was over, and I think it's on Logan Bruss.
Oh, boy.
And I think he's frustrated because he feels like he only got part of it.
So we wipe out the game.
So that run is now gone. And that was a huge gain. That would have been, well, I guess they are going to give him the run and then maybe mark off the yardage. That must be what they're going to do here. So that'll be a run of 17 yards for Dooley. So the clock runs down to 9:30. A couple more scores here you're kind of wondering about. Herscher leads Coal City now 18-13 as that game continues to stay close. Piatone 27-7 over Lyle. Streeter 21-6 over Sandwich tonight. Now we've got a timeout.
Now the clock's running out of them for one thing.
So 9:10 to go in the game. 47-6 is the lead for Wilmington. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
So on to the timeout. 1st and 10 for Seneca from the 24 of Wilmington. Handoff goes to Dooley. That's a nice defensive play by the Cats. As coming up to make the stop for Wilmington is Brandon Harold after a gain of a couple for Dooley.
Clock's working down, 8:52.
Oh, and there's nothing that can stop it now other than timeouts or points. 2nd down and 8. Again, back to the wishbone. Up under center is Sangston. Hands it to the fullback.
Oh.
That gets stacked up again as
He ran a stone wall.
Cole Aldridge on the carry. We'll bring up 3rd down and 6 after a gain of a couple more. Back with you again next week here in Wilmington, as the Cats will be 4-1 headed into week 6. Handoff to Dooley. Tried to cut it back and got his legs taken out from under him, but did manage to pick up 3 yards or so. Bring up 4th down and a couple for Seneca here from the Wilmington 15-yard line. So here we go, 4th down and 2 for Seneca, kind of a last gasp here. 7:25 to go in the 4th quarter. Back to the wishbone formation again. Handoff, Dooley right side. He's going to have the first down, I do believe. Pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on that carry. As Max Narine ends up making the tackle, a gain of about 4 or so, and a Seneca first down.
Clock down to 6:50. So running on down. Of course, the subs have been in there for a long time for Wilmington now.
Yeah, and Seneca they've been shuttling guys too, and they're not in any sort of hurry up or anything. They're just running their normal offense. And
right, yeah, right. They're not in any hurry up.
And now they've got an entirely new backfield too. There's a whole new set of guys. Handoff to the fullback is going to pick up a couple of yards. That might have been Aldrich again. Actually give him about 4 or so on that carry. Bring up 2nd down and goal from the 6.
He's carried the ball four times this half for 14 yards.
Well, 2nd down and 6. Back to the wishbone again. Handoff left side. And good chunk of yards, maybe a pickup of 3 or so by Tyson Elias, 5'6", 160-pound senior. Bring up 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line as the clock will roll down under 5:30 to go in the game. Back to the wishbone again. Handoff off the left side of the fullback. He is not going to get in.
Boy, he got hit hard.
Got maybe a yard, and that's it. They'll bring up 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line. Down under 5 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, who's our fullback? Altman?
I'm just going to go with Aldrich again.
Aldrich.
Well, this is the last opportunity for Seneca here. 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line with 4:45 to go. Back to the wishbone formation again. Hand off, and that doesn't get in. And Wilmington makes a very nice defensive stand. I believe that's Keith LeMaster who blew that thing up. Absolutely no chance. Matter of fact, they might have lost a yard in that play.
I think that was Aldrich again running the ball, number 45. And I think he might have lost a yard, yeah.
Boy, what a nice job by that secondary unit for Wilmington on defense. That's a very nice play.
That'll make them feel good that they were able to stop him right there.
And now Golson will take over at quarterback. So John will run off the last 4 minutes or so of this one. Couple of scores for you. Reed Custer continues to extend its lead. It's 29-0 now over Westmont. Herscher 18-13 over Coal City. And Morris now 13-0 over Yorkville. Interesting score there. And now Wilmington's going to take a timeout after running the clock all the way down. 3:31 to go. We'll take a break, come back. 47-6 is the lead for the Cats. Back with the last 3:31 in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time home buyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
So John Golson keeps the ball there. Clock will roll, 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3. So the Cats trying to just work clock here, get everybody out of here without any additional injuries on either side.
Yeah.
Just work some clock.
And the umps are taking their time about starting the 25-second clock, too.
Oh, yeah. The refs fully well aware that both of these teams want to get out of here, but you kind of have to play through the string. So 2nd down and 7, back to the double wing again. Pitch goes left side, and a decent gain of about 4 yards or so. Trying to see who it was getting up off the pile.
Number 5?
It might be, I think it's Landon Flynn on the carry. He'll pick up about 5 yards or so. Piatone, by the way, bounces back tonight with a win over Lyle, 27-7. So a good win for Piatone tonight.
That's a good win, because that's a pretty decent team they just beat tonight. Lyle's shown themselves pretty good all year long.
And the pitch goes left side. That's not going to go anywhere. In fact, Harold will get slammed backwards for a loss of a couple yards in the play. And now Wilmington's going to be forced to punt this one away.
The clock's down to 1:20 and running.
Sure to stick around for our post-game show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, with a care beyond the repair, right across the street from McDonald's there in Braidwood. A big thank you to Warren and everybody on the staff over there at Warren's Collision for sponsoring our post-game show again this year. 47-6 is the lead for Wilmington. We'll have final check of your stats. We'll also have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. And we'll get you set for next week as well. We'll also talk to Coach Jeff Raines in that post-game show. Now we have a flag down. And a legal procedure on Wilmington. So the clock will roll again.
They'll get it so they don't have to even kick the ball.
Well, and now Herscher, 24-13 over Coal City.
Ooh.
So up to an 11-point lead, and that's going to do it. Our final here tonight, Wilmington 47, Seneca 6. Welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, with a care beyond the repair. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your final stat totals. We'll talk to the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raines, and we'll have your last check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Be back with all of that in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
What's up, man? Good to see you're here. Do you want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink.
Oh, come on, relax. Have some fun. Everyone else is drinking.
We have a lot to do tomorrow, and I can't be all hungover from drinking.
Yeah, I'm having enough trouble with school, and sports, and clubs, and so much stuff. I don't have time to be worrying about if I got caught drunk.
Come on, man. This will help relax your mind and worries, and you'll have a good time.
Oh, man, cops. Run. We better book it out of here.
I'm so glad we weren't stupid and didn't drink. I know, right?
The Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community is committed and proud to bring programs and resources to help area residents. Our mission is to build a safe, productive, and substance-free community through these programs. The issues and problems that come with alcohol and drug abuse are very real, and the effects can be devastating. If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with Sebring Goodman Teen Institute, ONDCP, and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
Back here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair. 47-6 is the win tonight for Wilmington over Seneca. The Wildcats will move to 4-1 on the year, headed into next week's homecoming showdown with the Lisle Lions right back here at Becker Field and Rain Stadium as we continue the 2017 football campaign. We'll have a final look at your stats here in just a moment. During that whole process, we'll take a look at the IHSA football scoreboard one more time, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates with offices in Joliet and Wilmington. Finals from the I-8 tonight. One final for sure. That's Piatone 27, Lisle 7. So Lisle going to be coming in off a loss to Piatone. Reed Custer leads Westmont 29-0 tonight. So the Comets on their way to their first win of the year. Herscher leads Coal City 24-13. Streeter 21-6 over Sandwich. Other scores outside of the I-8 tonight. Morris 13, Yorkville nothing. Joliet West 21, Plainfield East 12, Homewood Flossmoor 21-9 over Lincoln Way West. Oswego East 7, Plainfield North 6. It's Providence 16, Brother Rice 13. Andrew 14, Lockport 7. Lamont 34-0 over Thornton Fractional South. Bradley 17, Bolingbrook 14. Oswego 36-0 over Romeoville. Minooka 14-0 over, or make that 20-0 over Plainfield Central. Joliet Catholic leads Marion Central Catholic 21-10. Lincoln Way East has been in a crazy game with Lincoln Way Central tonight. That's a 21-14 lead for Lincoln Way East in that particular matchup. One more check on the other side of this scoreboard. Wheaton North 14, Lake Park 6. It's Lake Zurich 7-0 over Warren. Nazareth a 17-14 lead over Bennett Academy tonight. Glenbar North 20, Naperville North nothing. It's Neuqua Valley 34-0 over Thornwood. Wabansie Valley 14-12 over Mateo Valley. Naperville Central 24, Wheaton Warrenville South 10. Willowbrook 24, Hinsdale South 20. Downers Grove South 14-0 over Addison Trail. Glenbard West 35-14 over Downers Grove North. Hinsdale Central 21-0 over York. Wheaton Academy trails Riverside Brookfield 13-9. It's Glenbard South 17, Fenton 14. Immaculate Conception, by the way, continues rolling tonight, 35-7 over St. Edward. Marist 56, Marion Central 6. It's St. Rita 21, Mount Carmel 14. Boy, that would be a battle tonight. Bishop McNamara 21-6 over Leo. Hillcrest leads Tinley Park 6-0. And Watseka 20-0 over Dwight. That is a full check of the scoreboard. By the way, once again from the I-8, Piatone 27, Lyle 7. That's a final. Reed Custer 29-0 over Westmont. Herscher 24, Coal City 13. Streeter 21-6 over Sandwich. And Morris outside of the I-8, 13-0 over Yorkville. Okay, final scoring totals here. Stats for Seneca rushing the football. Ken Singston, 3 rushes for -6 yards. Logan Bruss ran the ball 18 times for 84 yards tonight. Keenan Ellis, 1 carry for 4 yards. Tyson Elias, 1 carry for 3 yards. Mason Dooley, 14 carries for 63 yards tonight. Cole Aldrich ran the ball 7 times for 14 yards. Logan Vandenberg, 3 carries for 10 yards. And Cody Altman, 1 carry for 3 yards. Let's just say a bunch of carries tonight for 185 yards of total offense for Seneca. Through the air, the Irish were 4 of 16 for 34 yards and a touchdown. Cody Altman, 1 reception for 3 yards. Mason Dooley, 1 reception for 1 yard. Owen Barnett, 2 receptions for 30 yards, one of them a 10-yard touchdown reception, and a couple of interceptions thrown for Seneca tonight as well to go with that 1 touchdown pass, and 219 yards of total offense. For Wilmington rushing the football, Keaton Hotwood, 3 rushes for 16 yards. John Golson, 1 carry for 3 yards. Josh Jones, 1 carry for 31 yards. Jake Rodewald, 1 carry for 9 yards. Brandon Harold, 1 carry for -2 yards. Steve Bisgrove, 2 carries for 31 yards, including a 29-yard touchdown run. Landon Flynn, 3 carries for 15 yards. Mateo Lombardi, 3 carries for 31 yards. Brock Bolzer, 2 carries for 19 yards. By the way, Lombardi had a touchdown run as well. Connor Dempsey, 4 carries, 163 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight. Wilmington on the ground, 21 rushes, 315 yards, and 5 scores. Through the air, Keaton Hopwood was 2 of 3 for 39 yards and 1 touchdown. Connor Dempsey, 1 reception on the night. Mateo Lombardi had 1 reception for 39 yards and a touchdown. He also had an interception return for a touchdown. And Brock Bolzer had a big interception toward the end of that game as well. Wilmington, 315 yards on the ground, 39 through the air, 354 yards of total offense as they outgained Seneca 354 to 219 here tonight. And we're joined by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raintz. And Coach, a good effort on both sides of the ball tonight. Seneca did some things differently with changing up the quarterback a little bit here and there, and Bruss getting loose on some runs and making a couple of nice passes. But overall tonight, a real good effort on both sides of the ball from your team.
No, I agree with you. I think what happened to the Wildcats a little bit too, first off, credit to Seneca. They started doing some things to us, and we got a little tired, and it showed out there. And give credit to Seneca for just taking it to us there for a little bit. But no, like you said, boy, we can take a lot of positives from the game. I thought offensively our kids did a heck of a job. Dempsey had obviously a really good night. All of our running backs did. That means we won it up front. But defensively, I didn't like the couple times that they drove on us, and then we let up the big play pass-wise. Had a little chit-chat at halftime. They got their breath a little bit, and I was real happy the way they came out the second half and did things better. And what a great job for our second group of kids that came in. I thought they played really hard and did a great job. And so we'll look at the film tomorrow and get ready. Like I told the kids, you placed yourself in a situation to be in a conference championship next week at home. And so we're happy about that, but real happy with tonight's win.
We talk about that second team, that 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Lemaster making a big play there, and a nice little boost for that second group.
It really is, and he came in, did a great job, and then Ethan White came in, made a couple nice plays, Brandon Harold, and so real happy with those guys. Those guys deserve that time, no problem there with that, and so I'm real happy with those guys. I pointed that out after the game too, so good to get everybody in the game, helps with everything, and gets us ready for next week.
And you see Keaton Hopwood back out there tonight, starting for you guys at quarterback. Had a chance to throw the ball around a little bit, and looked like you guys didn't miss a beat with him being back out there, and kind of what would happen when Connor went in there and then switched him back here, but it seemed like it didn't faze him at all.
No, it really didn't, and he was Connor's best cheerleader last week when he came in the game, and we got the big win. And so when it came down to this week, and
And, we said we're going to continue to work with Hopwood and get better. Dempsey's fine with that. And we continue to work with Dempsey quarterback this week. And we didn't have to turn to that tonight, which is good. But it's always good to have a great athlete like Dempsey sitting there.
Well, now you get Lyle next week at homecoming. We always talk about what kind of thing that is, just homecoming in and of itself.
Right.
Lyle tonight not going to be too happy coming to you next week because they lost to Piatone. I believe it was 27-7 is the last check we got there.
Wow, okay.
But a Lyle team that's going to come in playing good football. It seems like they're getting better and better each year. And even being that close with Piatone, that's a pretty good football game and a closer score there. And so they're going to bring a good test for you next week.
No, what our kids got to do is they don't have to worry about the Lyle score. As we saw tonight, our kids got to worry about our kids. And as good as it was last week, we had some breakdowns tonight, and we're going to fix those. But bottom line is we're very happy to be going for a conference championship. I'm sure Piatone got their act together this week and went up there and had a really good game. So, we got Lyle coming to town. They're going to be upset, just like you said. They don't care that it's our homecoming. And so hopefully we can play well for everybody and have a great weekend for our kids and everything next week.
All right, Coach, congratulations on a good win tonight. And, again, we'll talk to you before everything hits the road next week.
You got it. All right, guys. Hey, bring some cooler weather this time.
Oh, my goodness.
It's warm, huh?
I'm not complaining. We've had 6 home games. I'm not complaining. I'll take it.
All right. You guys have a great night.
All right, thank you. So, Coach Jeff Franks joining us here on the postgame show as Wilmington wins it 47-6 tonight over Seneca. The Cats will move to 4-1 on the year. They'll welcome in Lyle next week, coming off that loss to Piatone. The big game here tonight was Herscher and Coal City. Last time we heard, Herscher was up by 9 in that game against Coal City, and that game's got to be late in the second half at this point. So if you're interested in that, we'll get one more check of that just to see if there happens to be any sort of update on that score before we wrap things up here. Of course, Piatone defeated Lyle tonight. Reed Custer got its first win of the year. Well, they will anyway. It's 29-0 over Westmont at the moment, and 36-0 now. Reed Custer over Westmont, and Herscher leads Coal City 24-13, and that game is now in the fourth quarter. So Coal City not out of it yet by any stretch of the imagination, but they're going to make a little run at it there. So. We'll wrap up the broadcast here tonight. Wilmington wins at 47-6 over Seneca in a good game of football. And even from Seneca, we saw a little bit of signs of life there.
That last part of that second quarter, they really showed some good life. And I think if they go back to that running more, I think they can give some people some pretty hard time.
Well, I mean, they were 3-1 coming into this, so they had won some games. So
yeah, that's.
In any case, we'll wrap things up here tonight. Oh, wait, now it's 30-13 Herscher, and now they're starting to run away from Coal City a little bit with 3 minutes left to go. So that game looks like it's going to be a Herscher victory. All right, we'll see you next week for homecoming right back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. We'll have 7 o'clock game time for you as Wilmington takes on Lyle. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Cats win it 47-6. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.